Civic? Do you see anybody who's civic-minded anymore about being a good citizen? People are genocidal behind the wheel. They treat their own neighbors in a school zone like members of a fucking warring tribe. Come on. The Honda Civic? Give me a break. Honda needs to follow Dodge's example. If they ever want to have a hope of competing in America again, because for some time now, Dodge has been kicking ass with their red, white, and blue names like the Dodge Ram, the Dodge Caliber. See, they know what's going on the American roadways. The Dodge Charger, the Challenger, the Dodge Avenger. I bought one of those. The Dodge Avenger, I bought one. You feel like you personally put a bullet in Osama bin Laden's head. Just by buying a new Dodge Avenger. It comes with a free SEAL Team 6 t-shirt. But forget the names of the cars. Just the name of the company shows they get it. Dodge. What a kick-ass name for an American car maker, isn't it? They know you're out there on the I-80 in a demolition derby, dodging everybody else, while you're on your cell phone, shaving your legs, eating your In-N-Out cheeseburger all at the same time. That's just me, but I think I speak for all of us, right? Honda needs to follow Dodge's example. Introducing all new for 2014, new redesign on Honda Accord, new name, Honda Assault. Or step up to our new fuel cell hybrid, Honda Assault and battery. Come on. Thank you. Assault and battery, fuel cell hybrid. Yeah, you know, I was really kind of more interested in one of your SUVs. I think I'd like to test drive the Honda Pilot. Honda Pilot. So sorry, no. Name too boring. New name, Honda Assault Drone. Yeah, that's really funny trying to be a comedian. I see what you guys are doing, the Honda Pilot, the Honda Drone. Let me take a look at the features. Gee, I really don't think I need the Hellfire missile package. But you know what? That 50 cal could come in handy in Oakland. I tell you what, I really think I'd like to test drive something just a little bit smaller. You still have the CR-V, don't you? Honda CR-V. So sorry, no. Name too boring also. New name, CRJ. Honda Carjack. Hot car, can't keep on lot. Have one model left in neon orange. Make you steal a deal. People can't do anything anymore. Have you noticed? It used to be, when it comes to cell phones, people can't do shit without their cell phone anymore. It used to be they couldn't go out to dinner or a movie. So now we have 2 trailers. We have 3, I think, now, that you have to sit through telling you to shut your phone off. Right? That's how bad it is now. And people can't drive. That was the second problem. We had to pass laws to get people to put their phones away in the car. Now, people can't even have sex without their cell phones. It used to be, can you hear me now? But now it's, can you feel me now? No, that's a bad spot. I told you, that's a bad... Oh, that's better. That's much better. Okay. Hey, hold on a second. I got waiting. Hold on. Yeah, what? Oh, I like that. Let me ask him. Hold on. Hey, I'm back. You have Skype? I want to do 3-way sexting. Put it on vibrate. Yeah, no, it's called Menage at T-Mobile. You don't have that feature? You need to get that feature. So I wrote a song about it. You guys want to hear my Bob Dylan impersonation? Yeah! Yes. This is my version of Like a Rolling Stone. This is Life with No Cell Phone. Everywhere you go, you're on the phone. Does that sound like Bob Dylan? Everywhere you go, you're on the phone. People driving off the road just to keep from crashing. And you don't care. You're checking your hair with your cell phone up to your ear while we're all blowing our horns at you. You used to run all of those 4-way stops. You never could bring yourself to just pick it up. But now you don't talk so much. Now you say life really sucks. Just 'cause now the judge makes you hold on to your damn steering wheel. Help me out. How does it feel? You can't pay your cell phone bill. They turned off your mobile phone. And now you're all alone. With no direction home. you guys, I'm psyched. I'm on top of the world. I got the contract to write some new lyrics to that really, really corny song that we've all been singing since we were little kids, the Folgers coffee song. Sing it with me. You know the best part of waking up? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your car. Would you guys like to hear the new lyrics I wrote? It's a new commercial. The commercial I wrote is in the hospital room, and you know how cheesy the commercials are? The sunlight's shining through the window, and it's in the morning, about 7 o'clock. It's in the hospital room in intensive care, and the nurse is coming through the door with the coffee. The patient's just waking up. In a coma for 5 long years. And now you're facing your greatest fears. 'Cause when you open your eyes, you don't know who the f*** you are. But the best part of waking up is peeing in your pants. They always need this stupid modulation. They ought to end it right now, but they always modulate to the next key. You've got an IV in your arm, and your bed sheet smells like a fucking barn. You can't remember your name, but the male nurse thinks you're gay. But the best, help me out, you know the words now. Pee in your cover. The best part of waking up is peeing in your The Justice Department leaked a memo. Did you hear about this? President Obama has the legal authority to snuff an American citizen with the drone program with no due process, just an executive presidential order. That's some scary power, but the upside is at least now we're finally going to get rid of Rush Limbaugh. And that's going to be so cool. Hats off to the president, though, because insiders from the White House say President Obama understands that's too much power for one man, even the president to have. So President Obama, the word on the street is he's putting together a 3-judge panel modeled after America's Got Talent. ABC, I just heard, picked up the option for a new reality series. This is going to be really interesting. The 3-judge panel is going to be President Obama, Howard Stern, and Paula Abdul. And the working title is America's Got Drones. And die-hard Ford fans, where are you at? We always have a couple. Where are my Ford fans in the audience? Oh! All right, yeah. Die-hard Ford fans, they're the most vocal and the most excited about the rebounding of the American car makers. They'll never let you forget. And they're like the people who say, remember Pearl Harbor, you know? They're like, remember, Ford didn't have to take no bailout either. And I hear you, you know, hold your horses, Larry, the jumper cable guy. All right? Don't get your the Duck Dynasty underwear in a wad. I mean, I understand Ford has made some progress, I'll admit that, but they still have a ways to go, Ford does, because there's some liability issues with the names of their cars and the kind of commercials they tend to make. You know the ones, you've seen them, the ones that make it seem like you could 4x4 your new Ford Explorer to the highest peak of the Sierra Nevada, and of course what they leave out is they conveniently perched it up there with a helicopter. You know, at least Chevy's honest. What do they call their big model? The Avalanche? It comes standard with an oxygen mask. Damn straight, you know why? Chevy knows they sell you a model called the Avalanche, and then you go out and get buried in a fucking avalanche. They better have provided you with some oxygen. You think Ford does that? Hell no. And what does Ford call their cars? The Ford Explorer, you know, the Excursion, the Expedition. Ford needs to follow Chevy's example. Start being more honest. Name their vehicles. What's really going to happen to you when you go exploring in your excursion on your expedition to the top of Mount Everest? Introducing all new for 2014, the new Ford Lost. Understand you're buying a model called the Lost, all right? Sign here that you understand that. Because you go out there four-wheeling in the Florida Everglades and get your gang raped by the cast of swamp porn stars, or pawn stars, what the f*** is that? You understand? You bought the model called the Lost. All new for 2014 to compete with the Chevy Avalanche, Ford Hypothermia. And you didn't think we'd forget our pickup lovers, did you? The backbone of our customer base? All new for 2014. The new Series F-150. Come on, you guys. All these years you thought the F stood for Ford and F-150? Well, that's an honest mistake. They're really synonymous. Ford, right? So much so that it inspired me to write a song in closing. I'd like to do my song for you. Yeah. About my bad experience. My bad experience buying a new Ford. This is to the tune of R.E.M's big hit, Losing My Religion. Remember that tune? This is my version, Trying to Start My Ignition. I heard you whispered you're glad that you are not me. And you heard it on the radio. They said I'm blocking the I-80 freeway in my brand new truck. Yeah, I was really stuck. 'Cause that was me on the corner. That was me in my brand new Ford, trying to start my ignition. I just came from Sacramento, Ford, and I just spent $35,000. You can say I got the shaft with this piece of crap. I don't think it was very funny. It wasn't funny at all, but the dealer, he seemed to think that it was really hilarious. Watching my brand new Ford Explorer getting towed by a Chevrolet. Yeah, well that's okay, 'cause that was me on his car lot last night. That was me with my baseball bat in my hand, smashing the windows on all his Mustangs. 15 Explorers too. You know what? I got a bunch of those stupid, ugly Focuses. God, I hate those cars. Oh God, I've smashed too much. Nah, I haven't smashed enough. 'Cause that was me on the corner. TWO of Connie Bryan.
Connie, one more time, everybody. I don't know this mic stand. That is sorry. Well, that was awesome. I drive on a Ford.
I recently found out that hip-hop artists are the easiest to compliment because you don't even have to use words. Because you'd be like, yo, that hook you had on that song? You're like, yo, thanks, dog. You thought that song was tight? Yo, that was like, oh, man, what'd you think about the album, man? Oh, that album? Man. Thanks, dog. I love you. It's a new one. I like that one so far.
Yeah, I'm excited to be out here in LA doing some of the open mics. Men are still a mystery to me. As hard as I've tried, I still haven't managed to find the right guy, or even a guy who's usually right. Just kidding. Not. But I'm holding out. I'm holding out. And people say to me, well, that's your problem. You need to lower your standards. Right. And how's that working out for you, Einstein? Having a totally fucked up relationship with a meth head rather than no relationship at all. How's that working out for you? I think I'll just keep my standards where they're at because I really don't think they're that high. I'll share them with you. I'm holding out for a guy who's capable of thinking about more than 3 things. You thought there was 2? Sex and sports? The third one is sex with himself.
No, but yeah, like I told last week, my wife and I were expecting a baby girl in June. Yeah, thank you. And it was crazy, like, as soon as he told me, like, something in my mind flipped. And when you watch the ultrasound, like, a baby's heartbeat beats twice as fast as, like, a normal human being's. And on the ultrasound, it kind of looks like a strobe light. And I was watching it, and I was like, I got this, like, foreshadowing of being a dad where, like, all of a sudden I was outside Club Womb, and my daughter's, like, in there dancing on the table. She's got her umbilical cord pierced. I'm like, come on, honey, why don't you get down there? Why don't you get down? Some dude named Trent's hiding behind the uterus, like, your dad gone? I got you Smirnoff Ice. It's this f***ing Draco. Yeah, Smirnoff got iced.
And by the way, have you noticed, ladies, that guys even talk about sex using sports terminology? So, Bob, did you hit the big home run with Connie last night? Did you knock the big grand slam out of the park there, buddy? No, but I made it to second base in the first inning, which is shit. Total rumor, because I pitched a no-hitter. I know, I pitched a no-hitter. That's hard to do. He made it to first, but that was just a base on balls. What it was he tried to steal second, and I threw him out.
Fucking iced. Oh, let's see here. Oh, and so I gotta stop, like, when I have a daughter, I gotta stop some of my hobbies. And the one that I don't really want to give up is, like, every week, I take all my recyclables and I put them in a trash can. And then we live on a second floor, and I kind of hang it over the top. And then I charge homeless people cigarettes to come in and take a swing at it with a baseball bat. I call it a homeless piñata. It's awesome, but, like, homeless people never know when to leave. You know, because you can be like, yo, homeless people, the game's over, fucking go home. They're like, we are home. Then they piss and oh, God.
See, I'm a big baseball fan, and I think guys are onto something with this baseball analogy as it relates to dating. I think it's very helpful. We just need to expound on it a little bit. We need to add a couple more elements. We need to add managers, umpires, and the instant replay. This way, when things get out of hand, things start getting heated, my manager could call timeout and come up to the mound, you know, like Bruce Bochy does. He said, listen, Kai, I really don't want to pull you out of the game, okay, but you're all over the place and you've got to settle down. What do you want to do? You just want to give him the game? Is that it? You just want to give it to him, okay? You throw way too many pitches and way too many baseball balls.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of prison documentaries, right? Dateline, MSNBC all day Saturdays, right? And I figure, like, if I go there, I'm probably going to be someone's bitch. I mean, if it can happen to Andy Dufresne, it can happen to me. I think that's what I took from Shawshank Redemption. But I feel like if I go there, I'm going to get a tattoo of a plumber right underneath my eyes. So with all the inmates who had the little water drop right here, I can be like, I can fix you. Don't rape me, I can help you out. Let's sit down, let's talk about this.
And then when he does try to steal second, the umpire could be right there to make the call. You're out! After which his manager could come screaming out of the dugout too, kicking sand all over the umpire, and then they could consult the instant replay for the ruling. After which it would be clear it was a close call, but he was out before he ever touched the bra strap. Do I seem tall? This guy's been looking at me the whole time going, God, that's the tallest girl I've ever seen in my life. I wonder what that'd be like. Most of the time guys need scaffolding. I really like being tall. It's just a little annoying, all the people that come up to me with Sharpies going, hey, Weird Al, we love your music. Can you give it autograph? Hey, ladies, you know how most tall girls, their height's in their legs? I know God has to be a comedian like me. I know where I get it from. Because God made me with all my height and my Adam's apple right here. God, you're too talented to wear glue. I chew a lot of gum. Not so much for me as it is for the guys. If they were to try to climb up and kiss me. I mean, it's hard. They have to climb the mountain first here. To get up and kiss me, it keeps their ears from popping. So, I want to go over your head. See me after the show, okay? See me after the show. Do that right here? Yeah. And for the girls, I usually tear out half a piece for the girls, because you only have to climb up half as far.
We're right out front
Yeah.
of Meltdown with Paul Sebas. Great job hosting that open mic tonight.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit more about the nerd scene here. How long's it been going?
Well, there's been sort of a variation of this whole thing going on for a few years now. The original Meltdown show, I guess it was called, was started probably about 5 or 6 years ago by a woman named Linda Pine.
Okay.
And that was a monthly show that ran for a few years, and then was a really good show, and sort of fizzled out, and then the show was taken over by Kumail Nanjiani and Jonah Ray,
Okay.
and sort of reborn as an actual weekly show every Wednesday.
Your advice for comics out there that are going to find out about this, maybe from watching this documentary, what do you have to say to them?
Well, part of me wants to tell you to come to Meltdown on Sunday nights and do the open mic. Part of me wants to tell you not to do that because it's always very crowded and it's always very long night. But
we had over 50 people, close to 100 people, if not in there.
Yeah,
right?
it's. I mean,
Show up
every Sunday we'll get anywhere from 90 to a little over 100 people
And
show
only
up.
25
and
get-
only 25 plus 5 people have a guaranteed spot from the previous week, so 30 altogether.
And they need to have 3 minutes.
Yeah, in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, which does not seem like a long time until you are on stage
Yes.
trying to fill that time, and then it is an eternity.
Can be.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Hi.
Hey there, how's it going?
Hi, how's it going?
What's your name?
My name is Joshua Myrowitz.
Hey Joshua, so you're here for the open mic here at the Nerd Melt?
Yes, I am.
How long you been doing this?
Open mics in general or the Nerd Melt?
In general.
In general, 4 years coming up next month.
Fantastic. Tell me a little bit about your act.
Well, I have Asperger's. It's a form of autism. I start with just with that, you know?
Yeah.
Make fun of it. I always say I have Asperger's form of autism. Basically means I can't relate to shit.
It's kind of a crazy name for some Asperger's. You know?
Yeah, trust me. Although
You start to say that and somebody thinks you're cursing at them.
It's high functioning, but so high functioning for me that you wouldn't think I had Asperger's, more like ass sliders.
Cleve Wiggins, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Van Glass. Guys, I don't know if you have noticed yet, but I'm white. Not just white, I am German. Yeah, which is a special kind of white. Or so I have been told by some other German people. Yeah, it's a weird thing. My father came to this country as a young boy. I am first generation American, technically, but being first generation American and German, I get no street cred for that whatsoever. It's not an ethnic identity that I can have a whole lot of pride in, because frankly it makes people nervous.
My name is Joshua Myrowitz. I have Asperger's. It is a form of autism. It basically means I cannot relate to shit. There's also a couple of things too. I can't look people in the eye. I shake back and forth a lot. I get very socially awkward. Also, I have a huge huge. Like we're talking porno here, baby. Like, yeah. Unfortunately, when it's flaccid, it's it's flaccid. Yeah, it's like when it's big, it's big. When it's small, it's inverse. Dogs look at it and they go, I understand. Okay, it looks like an acorn resting on a frog's throat.
I'm freezing cold. I don't know about you guys. I'm not used to this. Just moved here from Florida, and I get very cold easily because I'm what doctors call a pussy. I'm gonna stop going to my dad for medical advice.
Hey guys, I wanted to start off with some good news for you. I don't know if you heard, Ice-T and Ice Cube are finally doing a rap collaboration together. Yeah, they're gonna call it Dang Girl, You Look Thirsty. They're going with it, what's popular now, so. I was dating a guy recently that had an apostrophe in his name, and it turned out to be pretty accurate because he was pretty possessive. You gotta wait on that one.
What's up, everyone? I was just thinking today, it like kind of sucks to be a woman walking home anytime, anywhere. It's just because you always have to be prepared to be attacked. Like, you have to have weapons and spray and whistles to call for help. I never have to worry about that at all. Like, one of my friends, she does this thing where she pretends like she's on the phone so that no one attacks her. Like, she just like walks around like this. And I don't know if that's the most effective tactic, because I feel like if someone's rude enough to rape you, they probably have no problem interrupting a phone call. They're way past that. You know?
It's the Irish, the Italians, they get holidays and they can celebrate and they can have parades. When Germans start having parades, people get upset.
You know, when you're a comic, people love to ask you, who your favorite comedian is, don't they? My favorite comedian is Bill Maher. You guys like Bill Maher? Not because I'm a doper or anything like that, because I'm definitely not down with his legalize every drug on the planet mantra, but I do agree with Bill that it's time we try something different. How about this? How about we try setting the right example for young people? How about that? How about we send a message loud and clear? You do drugs for recreation, and you're retarded. You're a loser. That being said, I do feel kind of conflicted about meth.